Um, it's been quite some time since my last video. Let's talk about it. Guys, I have a lot to fill you in on. And a big part of it is I fear I lost the plot of my fitness journey. Girls' mindset lately has been a little bit skewed, and I've just been feeling really overwhelmed. These past few, I would say like 2 months, I've just been in a little funk where I've just been so hard on myself. And I really wanted to make this video to kind of talk about it because I've been on my journey for a little over a year and a half now. And I just feel like now that I'm at my goal weight, now that I have the results, I have just been so much more harder on myself than I've ever been throughout this whole journey. And it's just so crazy how those things pop up whenever you have new challenges that come in your life, how much your old self really tries to hold you back. I've grown so much in this journey, but just because you grow doesn't mean that you're never gonna have hardships. And if anything, those hardships and those challenges come even stronger and on a new level because you're on a new level. And it's definitely been hitting me like nobody's business these past few months. And I just want to share that with you guys to be open and honest and vulnerable. And honestly, I haven't put out a video in a long time because I feel like I've been kind of going through it. I've been going through a lot of changes. I've been traveling here and there. I am officially moved in to, there's a plane. I am officially moved into my apartment. I've shared with you guys that I was in the process of moving in with my girlfriend. Finally moved in. We've got all of our furniture here. We still have yet to hang up all of our pictures, so I just wanted to actually have something other than a blank wall for one of my videos. So here we have Sir Tommy, which is one of my cats. He's smoking a little cigarette here because he is bad boy Tommy. And then we have our other cat Lupin here, who is a little mischievous little guy. What better way to come back and share my story with you guys than to have my little babies in the background. And I hope you appreciate some of the effort that I put into this video. But anyways, I'm avoiding talking about this, so let's just get right into it. So I've actually been wanting to record a YouTube video here recently, but I've just been feeling really not inspired as much to create content as I used to be. And funny enough, I was looking through my old reels on Instagram. It actually is what motivated me to just sit down and start recording this video. Not to sound conceited, but damn, I was really inspirational and motivational. Not was, I still am, but physically now I've made so much more progress on my fitness journey than when I first started posting my journey. But mentally, I feel like I was so much more accepting of myself. I think sometimes you can see other people's result and think like, oh my gosh, they have it all together. She must be so disciplined and all that stuff. And this is not at all by any means to take away from my progress, because I am very proud of myself that I have officially, you know, reached my goal weight, and it's worth celebrating. But I think I forgot to celebrate it. If you would have told me a year ago, or when I first started posting my journey, that I would have my own online coaching app to help other girlies on their healthy habits journey, I would have been like, what? Like, what? I feel like I've reached a point where I'm at a new level of my life. Sometimes when you grow and you keep sharing, you can sometimes get lost in all of that and just start comparing yourself to other creators, comparing yourself to other gym girlies. And I feel like when I started doing that, it really took away from all of the wins and all the successes that I had. I subconsciously am noticing patterns that are trying to sabotage my progress, because it is scary, you know, it's scary to fail. I feel like when you don't have as many eyes on you, it's like if you fail, like no one will see it. But now when you have more eyes, there's a lot more pressure. And really a lot of that pressure is just coming from myself, because when I first started posting on my channel and on my Instagram, like I didn't give a fuck what anybody else said. Like if anything, I care more so about like my closest friends and my family thought when I was posting, because it was so different. I was showing up differently. Like I was just sharing willy-nilly, like not even afraid, or even if I was afraid, I was like, nope, just not letting those limiting beliefs stop me. And I feel like now that I've been doing it that consistently and showing up, that has been my new comfort zone. And now with this new coaching and growing my audience and just having more people come up to me to get advice, it is a new level of responsibility. It's a new level of growth. And it's really been testing me for sure. Like, it's been super rewarding, but also very scary. I'm not gonna lie. I'm putting myself out there in a whole new light, and there's more at stake. Those old thoughts of, you're not capable of doing this. These other girls who have way more followers, who are smaller than you, who have more gains, more muscle mass, more coaching clients, just so many things. It's so crazy how it just turned into an automatic switch. Like, oh my gosh, you leveled up. Now I'm gonna knock you down even more. I'm not gonna even acknowledge your progress. It also got in my way because as a coach, it is a lot of responsibility now. So I felt like I had to be perfect. You know, I couldn't fuck up, I couldn't fail. When I think I had to be perfect, that's when the inauthenticity comes, because it's like, I'm not perfect. You know, like, I'm human, and even though I have more knowledge about fitness and health, I am still human and I can slip up, and I don't need to put this extra layer of pressure on myself to be something that I'm not. That little voice in my head that I've learned to kind of quiet, it just started getting louder and louder and louder, because I feel like I was focusing solely on the superficial aspect again. Like, my shift from being clear on an intention and wanting to just motivate other girls about having a healthy relationship with food got skewed by my insecurities. If you're not aware of it, it will take over. And I feel like physically I've been scared to fall off of it because I've been scared of failing, when in reality you can't live life without failure. You got to be okay with failure. Just like your relationship with fitness has to shift, your relationship with failure has to shift. This is the moments where I have to remind myself the most that I am capable of doing this. The fact that I was able to reach 33,000 people and, you know, start a coaching business, and people actually, like, I have clients who are looking to me to support them in their journey. Like there's plenty of evidence that I am capable of doing this. If you let those insecurities, if you let those old patterns and your self-doubt take over, it can really affect how you show up. I preach a lot on this channel to celebrate every single win, and I think a lot of people do resonate with that, because it's not about just physical changes. It's not about the results. Like, of course, it's good to have goals and physique goals, and I'm not saying those are bad things, and that's a very huge reason why I started this channel and started this journey. But it wasn't the sole reason. It was to have a healthy relationship with my body and my food, which is something I've never had before. Funny how when I look at my old videos now, like, superficially, like, I was definitely not as fit. I was a lot heavier, but I remember in that moment I felt so confident. It just even more solidifies that your confidence is not going to come from your results. It truly comes from within. It just reminded me that that feeling that I had back then of that girl who, like, loved her body and how she looked, I can have that now. And my worth is not based on how I look. It's how I show up. And you have a choice to listen to it or not. I'm just as worthy now as I was the first day that I started sharing my journey. The first day I step foot in a gym. It's very easy when you're on social media to compare that to your own self. And, you know, 9 times out of 10, people are only sharing the good parts of their life. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because I do it too, but try to remind yourself that they're human just like you. They've made mistakes just like you. They have moments where they don't feel as beautiful. They have moments where they feel insecure, that imposter syndrome. And I think that's normal, and it's even more empowering to own it, you know, and be honest about it. And that's what I want to do. And that was my whole point of sharing my journey, is to just be honest about it. I don't want to come from a place of being something that I'm not. Just because I see other gym girlies that go hard and they're just so beautiful and so strong, but other people's progress doesn't have to take away from mine. And I hope this reminds you to do the same for yourself, because no matter where you are on your journey, you're worthy and you will get there. At the end of the day, you have to see it for yourself. If you've only lost 5 pounds, if you're in a plateau, if you're just starting your journey, or wherever you're at, it can be the same result if you're not acknowledging how far you've come. So I just about yapped for over an hour and your girl's a little bit tired. I don't know how organized that whole video is going to be. I know editing me is not going to be the happiest camper, but that's okay because I just wanted to get this video out. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on all of my socials. And if you want that extra support, don't forget I do offer one-on-one online coaching. I still have a few spots still left open, so if you are interested in wanting to learn more about getting started on your healthy habits journey, go ahead and click the link in the description below as well to sign up. Thank you guys so much for stopping on by for my TED Talk, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!